When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To throw, it's Stockton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Rides to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. The Bulldogs will move the sticks. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. To give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. catch in the middle. It's dealt. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Daniels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the back. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Smith. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Big guy smells it. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run, it's Frazier. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it in the middle, it's Belt. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air, You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Going for it all. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Reed. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here's the third interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Concepcion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Bussey. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Reed. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Turning on the Jets. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground? That is a baller.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Knocked off his feet.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Reed. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a hit. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here's a throw downfield late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Winning those individual 6 seconds.